Welcome back. We are continuing the poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. If you go through the third stanza of the poem, then you will realize that the poet's mood changed and he became aggressive. He feels that the Shakespeare is wicked. Shakespeare is naughty, or Shakespeare is not as noble as he should be. Why? He feels that Shakespeare is wicked because he mislead the children. Children, children who are living in this slum area, the learners of this particular elementary school, and so these children have a glimpse of a beautiful world, but the unreal one. Yes, through the maps. What are the maps? We have already discussed in our previous session. What are the maps? The maps which depict, which describe the beautiful world, the world that is unreal world for the children, and so they have a glimpse of a beautiful world, but unreal one, which corrupt their mind. As here you will find that surely Shakespeare is wicked, the map a bad example, with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. Yes, these maps, these pictures mislead the children. They have a glimpse of a beautiful world but unreal one, which corrupt their mind, which tempted them, and these beautiful world, the pictures of the beautiful world, instigate them, tempted them to steal and try to escape from their holes. Children's, why? For lives that slyly turn in their cramped holes. So here we find that the first word is slyly. Slyly means not openly, secretly. Cramped means narrow, and holes means layers, or sometimes you can say the mound, the hole like a structure where big animals lives, big animal lives. So for lives that slightly turn into their cramped holes, these pictures tempted them, instigate them to steal and try to escape from their holes. Children's very existence is very pathetic. Their life starts with the fog of the uncertainty and ends with the endless night of their death. For lives that slyly turn in their cramped holes, from fog to endless night. And simply you can say that these children spend their lives confined in their cramped holes, confined in that narrow place of living. Here we find that the slum area has been termed as a holes, and so in the holes you will find that there is only the opening, otherwise there is no outlet, there are no windows and nothing there. So similarly it has been the children who are living in that slum area, their the place of the living had been compared with the holes. And so which kind of the holes? That is cramped hole. And so they spend their lives confined in their cramped holes like rodents. Moving further, their life starts with the fog of uncertainty and ends with the endless night of their death. And here we are moving further. You go through this write up. The poet turns aggressive and feels that the Shakespeare is wicked as he misled the children. They have a glimpse of a beautiful world but unreal. The unreal world corrupts their mind, tempted them. The map displaying beautiful world and love for them is tempting them to steal once. These instigate them to steal and try to escape from their narrow place of living. Their lives have unknowingly been turned into narrow holes, which is like a dark and endless night. The life of children such that they have no ray of hope and light of the sun. Their life starts with fog of uncertainty and ends with endless night of death. Their very existence is pathetic one. Here the word meaning. If you want to go through it, you may have the glimpse of these certain words. Moving further, on their slag heap, the children. Slag, waste material, heap, pile, there. On their slag heap, the children. And so the poet want to say that the children are living in that unwanted place, the place which is full of the waste material, darkness, or a place is very unpleasant one. And so on the heap of the waste, these small children, so I am going to repeat this line again. On their slag heap, the children wear skins pipped through by bones and spectacles of steel, with mended glass like bottle bits on stone. In a simple line, you can say their bodies look like skeletons. Why? Because they are the victims of malnutrition. Their steel frame spectacles with repaired repaired glasses make them appear like the broken pieces of bottle scattered on stones. All of their time and space are foggy. Their future seems to be bleak. Foggy means not clear. So, their future is really unclear one, bleak one. Their birth, life, and death are all enveloped by darkness. These children are leading a very difficult life. These children, on the heap of the waste, these small children wander with their bones peeping out, looking out of their skins as if they are Manoki, they are wearing skins, wearing spectacles of steel with mended glasses. They appear like pieces of broken bottles on stones. All their time and space is spent in these dirty and the foggy slums. These slums are nothing less than living hells. And finally, we can say, so blot their maps with their slums as big as them. Blot. Here, what is the meaning of blot? So you will find that blot, blemish, कलंकित करना, गंदा करना. Blot their mass with slum as big as doom. The narrator says that these dirty slums blot their maps. Their map means these are the maps of the civilized world, the world of rich and great. And so the picture of slum or the real condition of the slum or the people, children living in this slum area, these dirty slum blot their maps, the maps, the world. The rich and the powerful people has created a very attractive map or the world which are being blotted, which are being blemished by these slums. So the narrator say that so blot their maps with slums as big as doom. If you go through this stanza, then you find that the poet has used a large number of images. Images are used to describe the slums. So these words are here, these phrases are here. First one, slag heap. Second one, bottle beats on stones. Third one, foggy slums. Next one, slums as big as them doom. And so there are many pictures here. So here go through the paraphrasing of this particular 4 sentences. On the heap of waste, these children wander with their bones peeping out of their skins as if they are wearing skins, wearing spectacles of steel with mended glasses. They look like pieces of broken bottles on stones. All their time and space are spent among these dirty and foggy slums. These slums are nothing less than living hells. Actually, children are like a blot on there you just take care, their civilized world, the world of rich and the great. The map of civilized world and the slum of these children are presenting the two entirely different and contrasting world, and the slum, the picture of the slum, the presence of the slum is like a blot to their civilized world, to their beautiful world. It was the sense of the narrative. Here, some word meaning. These words are peeped through, emerging, jhankna, mended, repair, banana, bits, small pieces, छोटे छोटे टुकड़े, blot, blemish और कलंकित करना. And we are moving further. We are coming to the last stanza. So here is this one. Now you find that so the map of the civilized world and the slums, these children are presenting the two entirely different worlds, and therefore the the poet is going to call the responsible and important persons of the time to do something. He is requesting them, he is calling them. So here is it. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs. So here we find that the narrator, the poet is calling out these persons, and so the poet says, governor, inspectors, visitors, and other important persons must bridge this gap. They must peep into the world of the children. They must make their own world the world of the slum children. They must make their own world the world of the children. They must enter into the world of the children. The world of the children are lying shut inside catacombs. Their progress has been blocked, stopped, and they are living inside dark and dead world of catacombs. Catacomb means underground graveyard. And so the life of these children are none less than the dead people, and their living place is like the underground graveyard. Why underground graveyard? Because in the underground graveyard there is nothing, no light, no ray, nothing. The darkness is already there, and so that shut upon their lives like catacomb, because their life out of poverty, the life of the children has been closed like the catacomb, and so it is the time the poet is calling out the governors, inspectors, visitors, and in other important persons to do something, and therefore he turned rhetoric, calling out, break, oh break, open till they break the town. So the narrator says, the poet says, he called out these people to remove the obstacles and the hurdles which are in front in the life of the children. They should come out and break all the hurdles which are putting them children and their life into the darkness, Their future is bleak, their future is black, foggy. So the poet said that they should do something and try to break open it. And after breaking, what will they do? And show the children to green fields, make their world. Yes, these children have many things to know. They have equal rights to move to the green fields, and they have the rights to create their own world and show the children to green fields and make their world. They should be allowed to breathe in the open, to come out of their lanes. Let them enjoy the beauty of the green fields. The world should extend. Here, the next line. Run azure on gold sands, and let their tongues run naked into books, the white and green leaves open. History theirs whose language is the sun. It means these children should be given freedom. Their world should be extended. So their world should extend. Run azure on gold sands and let their tongues make their world run azure on gold sands. Extend their world to the sky blue waves rising over the golden sands. They should look this beauty, and the world should be this one. They should be given the chance to enjoy the beauty of the green fields. Their world should also extend to the sky blue waves rising over the golden sands, and let their tongues express themselves freely. There should be freedom of speech, and it will only come through education. So they have the all rights to get education, to know the world, to create a new world, to have or look to the beauty of this world, the beauty of the nature. So express themselves freely without any check or fear. Why? History theirs whose language is the sun. Sun, language is the sun. It means this whole phrase describe about the power of knowledge. And so the poet concluded that only educated person can make or create history. It means they must have the rights to get that power of knowledge, because this power of knowledge is like the sun, the power, the energy, and only the person having the power of knowledge can create or can prepare a place in the history, because with the help of that power of knowledge they can do something for the people, and ultimately they can get their name in the books of the history. And so here we find that ultimately if you go through this one, then you will realize that education is really important for children, but and so they have or they should be given the equal rights of education. Here go through this one. Children are allowed to come out their lands and to breathe in the open by showing greenery outside. Let them also enjoy the beauty of green fields. Their world should extend to the sky blue waves rising over the golden sands. Let them express their feeling. Yes, by providing tongues means power of expression which comes through education. So let them express their feelings freely without any fear or force. Only an educated person can create history. The power of knowledge is like a blazing and the bright sun. And in this way, we come to the end of this session. We come to the end of this particular poem also. And I hope that all of you have already enjoyed it. And now it is the time to prepare yourself for the purpose of fetching good marks in different examinations. Okay, so thank you. Bye bye.